For justice and peace and equality.
Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. And today we have Brother Ben, the president of the Rising for Sun Foundation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Member of James Earl AC Lodge, number 600, right out of Stockbridge, Henry County, representing Henry County. How you doing today, sir?
Man, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. It's great to have you on the show. You guys just celebrated annual gala.
Yes.
Coming to America.
Yes. Third annual gala, scholarship gala. Man, what a success. It was a pleasure to see all of the great people come out and support what we're trying to do right here in Henry County. We try to make impactful change. That's just plain and simple. Our mission is to make impactful change in Henry County and then spread abroad.
Man, that's what's up, man. What was the purpose of the gala and what was the purpose of coming to America? People dressing up in African attire, full of desire, all of that, man.
So first off, man, we're different, man. We're not really just trying to have you come in with your black tie events all the time. There's a time and season for that, and a reason for that. But we want to have folks come out and expect to have a good time. And one of the ways that we do that is having specific themes that kind of go into the culture and allow you to be who you are, who you want to be, even if it's for a night.
Wow. Now, you guys gave away 3 scholarships.
Yes.
Now, tell us about the purpose behind those scholarships and why those particular students were chosen. Tell us all about that, and you guys bring it together, because y'all gave away $1,000 scholarships, man. That's not easy.
So the scholarships, the way they're set up, man, I remember when I went to school. I played football in high school, was expecting to get a scholarship, but due to an injury that I found out about during my senior year, after the year, I found out I had an injury. So everything that I expected to kind of be there, it fell through.
Okay.
And so I can remember the days leading up to going to college, trying to figure out, man, where am I, and it was more so my mom, like, dang, where you gonna get them sheets for that bed? Where you gonna get the towels that you need? Because you can't, I can send it with you with what I have here, but you're gonna have to get some stuff to transition into school, into the dorm.
Correct.
And a lot of times what we don't realize, and a lot of parents don't think about, the financial aid that's going to come, it's going to show up, the Pell Grants and all of that.
Absolutely.
But that's a refund check.
Man.
that goes directly to the school.
Okay.
Once it gets to the school and all of your fees are taken care of on the school level, then you get what's left over.
Correct.
So what you going to do in the meantime?
Yeah.
In between time, when you moving into that dorm, when you need, like I said, the sheets, the towels, the food, the dishes, and all of the small things that we don't necessarily think about prior to going in. So our goal is to help with that transition.
Them Roman noodles.
Yeah. You got to go to Sam's. You got to go to Costco. get the big package, man. Because again, we don't have that money from that Pell Grant automatic. It comes later. So we want to be able to make an impact right now during your transition.
Okay. Now, how did you guys go about selecting the recipients? What was their qualifications? What did you guys see in them that made you say, these are the ones that we want to support? Okay,
so I'll give you the backstory. So our first year when we did the ball, it was an opportunity to try and, gain exposure.
Okay.
We were blessed in the second year to obtain enough funding to be able to give out scholarships. And so that second year, what we did is we found the money. We said, okay, we got to find people to give the money to. So what I did is I went to 3 high schools. And I reached out to people that were attached to 3 different high schools, and I said, "Hey, give me somebody that deserves a scholarship of $1,000."
Okay.
So I had 2, one from Ola High School, Reagan Tripp. She was one of our first scholarship recipients last year.
Okay.
And then I had one from Woodland High School, Saul. Oh my goodness, what's Saul's last name? Saul Burns.
Okay.
Saul Burns. Okay. He was our second one. And then the third one, man, I walked into McDonough High School and I was walking around. I was looking for the career development, the college prep, counselor.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, I need to talk to you. I got a scholarship I'm trying to give away.
Okay.
And there was a young man who was waiting prior to me getting there.
Okay.
And he was like, no, let him go ahead. And I said, you know what? I asked the lady, I said, is he a good student?
Yeah.
Does he deserve a scholarship? She said, absolutely. I said, man, congratulations. You are a scholarship recipient. So that's how we did it the first year.
Okay.
And I will tell you, that meant so much to me, man, just to be able to say, hey, you getting a scholarship is not by anything else but besides you doing the right thing and being in the right place.
Right.
This year, what we decided to do, we made it competitive.
Okay.
We went the traditional route with the essays and sending in your transcripts, showing that you have been accepted to some schools already.
Right.
You had to be a Henry County resident, and so we went through that normal process. We had about 28 submissions.
Okay.
Now I'll tell you, man. AI is real. Right? I ain't gonna front. I use it from time. Absolutely. I use it from time to time. But what I will say is, we had the 3 scholarship recipients this year.
Okay.
I looked at it and I said, give me the ones who used the least amount of AI.
Wow.
Give me the ones who told a true story about how that money is going to impact their transition.
Correct.
Give me the ones who have plans and who have goals. Right.
Okay.
And those were our 3. We had Alicia Blige. She won our first legacy scholarship from James Earl AC Lodge.
Shout out to Ms. Blige.
We had Amy Matos.
Okay.
She's from, let me go back. Ms. Blige, she was from Hampton High School.
Okay.
We had Amy Matos. She was from Eagles Landing High School.
Gotcha.
And then we had Mr. Tyler Lawrence from Union Grove High School.
Man, that's what's up, man. Shout out to all the award recipients. I mean,
absolutely.
Building brighter futures. Now, in a season where our students the kids grow, I mean, they're in their phones constantly from the time they get a phone they're in an electrical device from birth.
Right.
Whether it's a laptop, a computer, or a phone, these people are in that device daily. When it comes down to it, and they're taught to use AI, they're taught to use technology. I mean, this technology generation.
Right.
Like, what was the purpose by saying, hey, I don't want to, I want the real story, but I don't want too much AI to, to influctuate it. Tell us why you went that direction.
Man, AI just makes it too easy.
Okay.
If you know how to prompt AI, if you know how to prompt ChatGPT, man, you can have it write a 10-page paper.
Correct.
With references, cited, in-text citation. It's going to do the work for you in maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Really.
Yeah.
So, and it's all about how you prompt it.
Okay.
And for me, I need somebody who's going to go the extra mile. Like you already, most of the applicants, they already had good GPAs.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
They had most of them 4.0s, high 3 over 3.7.
Right.
That's a given. So we know you're a good student.
Right.
But I want to see, are you doing the work?
Man.
I want to see, are you doing the work? You know what I'm saying? So, and
is it really genuine?
Right. Is it genuine? Did it come from your heart? Did you spend some time on it? Did it matter to you to tell me your story?
Wow.
Or to tell our committee the story?
Wow. Now, I see you're growing because I want to go back to the young man that you chose all because of his character.
Yes.
Had nothing to do with his grades.
Yep.
Had nothing to do, it was because of that character moment.
Aiden Burns, yeah.
He didn't even know he was on the stage at the time.
Right.
Man, tell us tell us why that's important and why that also plays a part because, having to write a genuine letter, using less AI as possible, but also having some character. Tell us why the value of character is important.
One thing about it, I believe your education will get you in a room, right?
Yes.
You have qualification, it will get you in a room.
Right.
But your character will keep you there.
Yes.
Your character is what's going to allow you to make impact, make change. Because if you fit the bill on paper, that's cool.
Right.
But if you don't know how to act while we're in a corporate room or we're in an office or we're trying to structure some plans, if you don't have no character to say, hey, I know what I'm talking about, I have the background, I can represent your company well, I can represent your organization well, then that means something. Like I can't trust you to go out and do what it is I need you to do. Now, I might be able to keep you in the office and get this work done, but at the end of the day, I need people that I can send.
Yes,
and
sir.
your character allows me to do that.
Man, that's what's up, man. Now, for those who don't know who the Rising Sun Foundation is, man, who is the Rising Sun Foundation?
Right.
What's the value of the Rising Sun Foundation? Because I see a lot of prominent men a part of the organization, but I don't know if we bridge the gap of who the Rising Sun Foundation is.
Okay, so I'm not going to give you a textbook answer. The Rising Sun Foundation is a collective of men primarily, but we also have a few women in there as well, which is very necessary, right? Our women, they keep us in line, right? They make things go. But we have most of our members are from the James R. AC Lodge number 600. Okay. The foundation was birthed out of that lodge. We understood, or they understood at the time prior to me becoming a lodge member, we understood that we needed to have a 501c3 to be able to get some things done in our community. Okay. unfortunately, they're not everybody agrees with masonry, and
yes.
that's fine. You know, we're not even here to talk about that. What we're here, what I want to express is that we wanted to open the door for an opportunity to be more effective here in our community, right here.
Correct. Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Now, and we do know, man, you guys have some good food.
Man, my man, Chef CJ, shout out to him and his company, man. Marie's Calendar, listen. I'm thinking back, man. It was pretty good. So this is the second year that we've used him as a caterer for us.
Okay.
We used him the first year, then we had some adjustments that we had to make for the second year.
Right.
But when I came into the planning stage of year 3, I said, yeah, we calling him.
Man, you calling him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, great DJ.
Yes.
Shout out to the DJ.
Her name is DJ Strawberry. Jade Moore is her real name.
Okay.
She is a writer. She writes movies.
Wow.
She DJs. She does it all. She's also a teacher.
Okay.
She is a great person. I appreciate her so much because she kept the vibe alive.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I mean, great. You guys sold out the event.
Yes, man.
250 people, man.
Man, listen. I will tell you, this position is not easy.
Yes.
It's some sleepless nights. But once we got around that curve, man, I promise you, I started sleeping good.
Oh, man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
And honestly, I will go back, and again, that's a shout out to my Lodge brothers. That's a shout out to the foundation members.
Okay.
That's a shout out to everyone who participated and sold tickets, and those who bought tickets, man. We appreciate you. Right. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Man, that means a lot, man. Plenty community partners. We're gonna talk more about the Rising Sun Foundation, but we gotta go to a commercial break, recognize some of our sponsors. Shout out to Dr. Terrence D. Terrence Foster Foundation over there in Stockbridge. April is National Stress Month,
yes.
And Dr. Foster will be sharing this book with the community, all throughout the community of Henry County, on how to relieve stress every day and dealing with stress and managing stress. Shout out to a new well and Miss Rhonda Crockett and her staff over there. They just received 2026 second place Best New Business, Best Healthcare Provider. I mean, and she just started that business last year and moving it. Well, she didn't just start the business, but the big facility opened last year. We were honored to be a part of the grand opening. So we want to give a shout out to a new well. Also a big shout out to community development partnership programs. Mr. Mike Burns doing things. They are partnering with colleges. Making sure they go and rehabilitate different communities. So we want to give them a shout out, but we got to go to a commercial break. Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. You guys stay tuned.
And equality. Now the world they will see. That's why.